Hi, Sam Spernat here for TheInformer. Today on Property Matters, I'm going to continue on some of my rants and raves about not only the real estate industry, but real estate agents and what we can expect moving forward. So look, I'm a little bit frustrated, I'm a little bit angry, but let's be honest here, I'm a realist, so I have no idea why I'm surprised I feel like this. We've seen more and more COVID being imported, in particularly into Victoria now. We've now just heard about they want to open up the doors to foreign students, bring in more skilled migration. And look, if you lived through last year and the 112 days of lockdown we went through, you too would probably be a little bit concerned, or very concerned, like I am, that it's going to escape hotel quarantine again. And look, that just comes back to the bumbling incompetence of our state government and their gold class, ruby class, diamond class standard of hotel quarantine that they seem to run, that also just seems to be the laughing stock of the nation. So I talked about this in previous episodes, that if we go into another lockdown, the likelihood is it's not actually going to be bad for the property market. It may actually give it the kick in the pants it doesn't really need. A bit like when they brought in the GST and they said it's going to kill the black economy, it's going to get rid of all the cash transactions. Well, what did it do? It gave that economy the kick in the pants it needed. And you speak to any tradies or service providers today and I'm sure they offer you cash for a better price. But what it will do to property is it will re-cement in people's minds that they're not travelling anytime soon, that they're not going to be able to duck over to Bali or go to Europe or go to an Aspen ski holiday. So what do they say? Stuff it. Let's pour more money into our homes. Let's pay off more debt. Let's buy a bigger house. Let's buy a holiday house. All these other little machinations that wouldn't be there if people had confidence in what the government were doing. All we are is one step away from another monumental stuff up. We saw it happen last year. And what that did was people thought, well, if I'm stuck in my house, I want to be in the area I want to be in. If I'm stuck in my house, I want the amenities in my house that I want. And it will just continue to drive the market further. Now, that is a very, very worrying trend. Not because of any other reason than we are creating a divide between the haves and have-nots through real estate. If you're in the market or you already own a property, you're sitting there rubbing your hands together somewhat, thinking, well, I'm getting great capital appreciation, I can borrow against my house to buy other properties, I can do this. But if you're a first home buyer or you're out of the market because you sold because of all the supposable experts in the media predicting doom and gloom at the start of last year and you thought you were going to pick up a bargain this year, you're probably almost on the verge of missing your opportunity to get in. And that worries me because whilst home ownership isn't a right, it is one of the great benefits in life, is having a secure place to live. And if this government stuffs up hotel quarantine again, gives the property market another kick in the pants it doesn't really need, we're probably going to see the market grow even further as people realise, well, it might not be another 6 months until they can go away on holiday, it might be another year or two. I've already given up on that thought of having a proper honeymoon overseas, so I think we'll all start to see that Queensland looks really tempting as a family holiday. But what does this mean for the agents? Well, I'm going to give agents a bit of a lesson now. You need to look after your client base because yes, the market is strong. Yes, there are buyers out there. And yes, it is pretty much the easiest time to sell a property I've seen in a long time. You can pretty much rock up for the 4 weeks of an auction campaign, go, hi, can I have your name and number? And magically the property will sell in spite of you. But if you're a smart agent now and you're a good agent, you'll use this time to build your relationships. Make sure you're the agent that actually does the follow-ups. Make sure you're the agent that actually communicates clearly to people. Make sure you're the agent that actually listens. We've all heard the saying, 2 ears and 1 mouth. What does that mean? Shut up and listen to what your buyers are telling you. Shut up and listen to what the market's telling you, what your vendors are telling you. Actually pay attention to your clients. One of the biggest things I'm hearing at the moment is that agents aren't doing the follow-ups properly. They're not calling their clients. They're getting angry with people. They shouldn't be. They should be at the happiest point of their life. If you're not making good money as an agent at the moment, you probably need a career change. But at the moment, I'm hearing more and more complaints about real estate agents. So it is a little bit of a call to arms. It is a little bit of advice. Pull your socks up and actually look after your clients, because this market won't last forever. We will have a different market at some point in the future, and you will see the agents that kept up with their client relationship management, the agents that spoke to vendors and buyers well, the agents that actually kept doing the groundwork will be the ones that survive better coming out of this. Because you have to make hay while the sun shines, and believe me, the sun is shining on our industry at the moment. As a buyer, if you don't feel you're getting the right answers from an agent, if you don't feel that the agent standing on the property is actually doing their job or giving you the information you want, ring another agent in that office. Believe me, there's nothing worse for a sales agent than having another agent in their office bringing a buyer onto their property, because that's how competition arises in the office. So if you are going to opens, you don't feel you're getting the right answers from that agent that's standing there, ring someone else in the office, find someone you can communicate with, and have a chat with them, because they might just be a little bit more hungry than the agent you're chasing. I'm Sam Spernat from The Informer. This has been another installment of Property Matters. Stay safe. Thank you.